One family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Yeah, Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom, feel it, come on. Yeah.
Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. No. Biafra will live forever. 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 Ogerugo manige tetanura. The lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Ogerugo maniga bandizu, what make us a giant of Africa. Adapro chinti na sugo. Mbogeru ni sina nyama kweno. Hello Lisa Binigwe, out of his wisdom, giving us somebody like Nnamdi Kanu for this our race mission. Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. Oh no. See you joke, our hero have the fighting never stop. Nnamdi Kanu, but no can we stop. We cannot stop. Biafra will live forever. Believe me.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the counsel of despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I am, oh yes I am, oh yes I am, oh yes I know, yes I am, oh yes I am, oh yes I am, oh yes I know, oh yes I know. Justice is coming, justice is coming, justice is coming, oh yes I know. Justice is coming, justice is coming, justice is coming, oh yes I know. Oh yes I know, oh yes I know, oh yes I know, yes I know, oh yes I know, oh yes I know, oh yes I know, yes I know. Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I know. Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I know. Oh yes I know, 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 yes I know. Let of the rising sun we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold in, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The standard which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome and welcome to the program this evening, this morning, depending on where you are watching from. This is live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, live and direct on YouTube, live and direct on Enter Biafra live streaming app. Remember that this is very late, and I know that it is very, 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 very late. I know it is very late, but there is need to continue from where we stopped yesterday. Very important. Very important. As you are coming, you are making sure you are hitting the button, because the restoration of Biafra, the new dimension to this struggle is starting, and we are standing on truth, diligence. On truth and diligence. Before we go forward into this particular broadcast today, before we go forward into this broadcast, I would like to share a job, very good job, that some of the broadcasters did. Before I do that, I want to emphasize on, if you are not ready to take Biafra, if you are not ready for Biafra struggle and for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are not ready to hold Nigeria and continue to maintain the momentum which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the pace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have set, if you are not ready, if you are here to draw this struggle backward, you have to step aside for people who have the guts, who can do something to continue from where you stop. So I am going to share something that we are going to start, which is going to be background of this broadcast today. And we are going to continue tomorrow. I want you to look at the leader of the Ambazonia, Dr. Cho Ayaba, leader, Awo. I want you to pay attention to his tweet. Pay attention to his tweet. Dr. Cho said, probably disappointed. Very, 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 very disappointed. Cho said, before Mandela was released, the racists asked for a favor. ANC offered. It worked because South Africa was crippled already. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then he will call off the sit at home. That standard liberal price. I intend to meet with IPOB leadership. You see, I didn't discuss with him. I have not had personal discussion with Dr. Cho Ayaba. But this exact thing he wrote here yesterday was the exact thing that I have been advocating. This is the exact thing that Simon stands for. Anything outside this, you are not following the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything outside, forget this whole story. Forget the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has been now in Nigeria. He committed no crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner. And in the process of abducting him, Nigeria committed a very big, which is kidnapping. National. So, dealing with the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is incarceration, you have to understand that it is not just ordinary incarceration. Mazi Nnamdi is in the neck and in the throat of the Nigerian government. So he's not an ordinary person like him. that you must understand. Nnamdi Kanu has become a global icon. But we must not lose focus. We must not lose focus. I don't care what you want to call me. I want to address me, whether you me, sabo, whatever. But I have here to make sure that the leadership stand on their toe. For those follow, for those follow who understand what it means, who have never entered 4 years of school, who have not suffered to develop critical thinking every time they come to social media and rant. I am not here to waste time. I didn't come to waste time either. So it is either you are in or you are out. Now, to start this broadcast, so that some of you will learn that what Ekpa is doing is not what Ekpa is doing is not attack. Community wake up police. Everything Nnamdi Kanu's labor is about to be rubbished by the leadership. I will not allow that. First of all, there is lies. There has been lies. There has been corruption. There has been impunity on in the leadership, and we can't allow that. Once this leadership continue to struggle, and that is what the Nigeria government is looking for. So we must not shy away from the impunity that is about to happen and then start to continue. So what we'll be doing now, we'll be doing double task. Task of making sure that the leaders of IPOB start all right. At the same time, we will be dealing with Nigerian government. So if you are the one or the type that is afraid because Nnamdi Kanu is indeed John, freedom fighting is not for you. There are people who are working tirelessly day and night to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is freed. And it is not your job. I don't want to know how you think about what I'm saying. But let me tell you, the worst thing in this struggle is that all the effort we have made, all the effort Nnamdi Kanu will be controlled by the politicians from the Southeast. That is sacrilege. Sacrilege. That chance, the earth is now controllable, manipulating you as the leadership. That is what we cannot condone. So those of you who over social media that Simon Ekpa is attacking leadership, you are fool. Because your foolishness cannot allow you to think. You are worse than Fulani. I want you to tell me the rationale behind after what Nnamdi Kanu have done. We now hand over their struggle to the hands of politicians. Let me do one thing, because I have seen where people are showing the tweet of Nnamdi Kanu when he called the boycott of election in 2019. That was a complete different thing. Completely and totally different. In 2009, called off the boycott of general election where Atiku and P2B were running for presidency of Nigeria. Whoever was aware of whatever transpired, there was talk going on about restructuring Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was Fulani killing were not on rampage. Where between that time to 2020 and 2021. So, knowing fully well that P2B is a pan-Biafra man, whether you like it or not, P2B was a pan-Igbo man who also understand the impunity going on in Nigeria. And if they approach Mazi Kanu and promise him that, okay, let us look at restructuring and see how things will. And he agreed. And come to Twitter to tell you, let us give them benefit of doubt that it has been sealed, delivered, hoping that the election once again, will be free and fair. A lot of you left IPOB. A lot of you say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have collected money. A lot of you say, I was not part of IPOB then. I was one Nigerianist. And I campaigned for Atiku and Obi on that principle of that they are going to restructure Nigeria. Now, after that, a lot of you begin to abuse Mazi Kanu. Some people are still attacking him today that he collected money and called off the boycott. But that was a lie. He collected no money. He had collected money. You think that they will allow Atiku? You think that this Fulani idiotic people will not be on Atiku by now? Think Atiku will use his money to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you stupid? But a lot of you accuse him, including those of you who were diehard IPOB, just like some of you are claiming to be today. You accused him. He go and you left. People still there. They stayed. Now let me tell you, there were no money anywhere. It was, let's give them another benefit of doubt. But let me tell you, in 2019, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called the boycott of election, we did not have ESN. In 2019, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called the boycott of the election, our gun flag were not raised. In 2018, when Mazi Nnamdi called off the boycott of election, what is happening? Caliber of people in IPOB now were not there. In 2019, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called off the boycott of election, we are totally and completely, we're in a different ballgame. It was a different thing entirely. Why would you come today and want to use that to justify the incompetence of the leadership we are seeing? Those who don't have balls to propel this struggle to a different level. Let me tell you, Anambra election failed completely. Anambra governorship election failed. It was a failure. But you know what? I would have been happy if this failure were attributed to the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. I would have been more happy. I would have been more happy that tomorrow, when we are giving the news, it will be that It was because of the order of sit at home from the indigenous people of Biafra that crippled the voting in Anambra State. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. Our dragon flag is up. And let me also tell you one thing. If you want to do command and control, let the command and control from our leader. Just give order. If you don't want to stay and stand by it, then tomorrow you come to cancel it. That I was saying. Did our leader ask you to give 1 week sit at home in the first? Did the council ask you to order sit at home? If you must maintain the trust of the people of Biafra, you have to stand by your word. Stand by it. That Martin Kanu did it. It's not an excuse. It is not a reason for you to do it. That Martin Kanu called for boycott of election in 2019 is not an excuse. It is not a justification for you to do it in 2021. We are in different situations. What we are looking for now is to do everything possible to hold the Nigerian government. Somebody is saying he disagrees. I'm not telling you to agree with me. I'm telling you to agree with me. Because you will not even agree with me when I told you yesterday that you must not be afraid to back a terrorist. Somebody say you are looking for followership. You are blocked. I don't need the followership. Joseph, you are blocked. That's to tell you that I'm not looking for followership. Now, I want you, let me bring this thing to the screen again because people are coming now. We have thousands of people at this point. Let me bring this. This is the leader of Ambazonia Force. He said yesterday, this was yesterday's tweet, before Mandela was released, the racist asked for a face saver. ANC offered. It worked because South Africa was crippled already. South Africa was crippled already while Nelson Mandela was still in prison. Now, this man went further to say, first, release Martin, then he will call off the sit at home. That's standard liberation practice. So, I intend to meet IPOB leadership. Now, what you are doing, what standard liberation practice should we call it? Discussing with people who impoverished you, discussing with the politician who proscribe you, is that a standard liberation practice? I am asking you, what is the standard liberation practice you are applying in this Biafra struggle in the absence of Mazen Kanu? What is the standard liberation practice? The leader of Ambazonia is also faulting your actions and decisions. And that is what a very good friend would do. A very good friend will not come and romance you. Somebody who loves you who love you will not come and say, oh, you were calling and let us see what they will do. They will do the truth. That is what Dr. Cho have done. Or you don't take his word again, you don't regard Dr. Cho again because he have a contrary view. Dr. Cho, we and the Amazonians have this alliance of which Dr. Cho Ayaba piloted. It was a great history made, of which I was privileged to anchor that particular alliance and press statement and broke it. Are you going to call him now a sabo? Are you going to call Dr. Cho a sabo for telling you now that you should stick on your and stand on your sit at home order? Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and call it off. If we do not do this, I am seeing mpuna corruption in the leadership of IPOB. And they must retract. If you are not, if you are lily-livered, you allow people who can take risk to lead this leadership, to take leadership of IPOB. Let me tell you, there are people fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. I said it before, and I have made it very clear. It is not you. It is not you. It is you. Now, let me tell you, I want everyone to listen to this. Just a flashback to yesterday broadcast, and one of these media, Facebook online media, they called Truth TV or so. They have put something very nice, and I would like to play it. Since the abduction and kidnapping of our leader, what have you done? If you are afraid of being terrorist, you are not ready for freedom. You are not ready.
This very Eastern Security Network is not, and repeat, is not the army of Biafra. When the time comes for us to raise the army of Biafra, we shall announce it to the whole world.
I want you to understand that struggle for freedom is not a child play. I want you to understand that struggle for independence is not try and luck. I want you to understand that struggle for independence is not gambling. I want you to understand that you must do everything to maintain the trust of the people.
Fortunately, those we regard as people leaders have connived with these people to ensure the decimation of their own population. That is the type of nonsense we can no longer condone. As you all know, there is no significant Fulani presence in our land because our fathers was right. And we are doing so today without apologies to any idiot. We're not going to apologize because we have been apologizing for nearly 50 years. And we have not gotten anywhere in terms of our collective advancement and development in the damnable zoological republic called Nigeria. That is why we must continue what we're doing. And that is why anybody who is remotely interested in the affairs of our people must understand this. That we are determined, doubly determined. 50 years, or should I say 54 years, is a very long time. And 51 years since the end of the war. But now that we have come, or should I say, now that God Almighty in heaven, that we should come, we are not going to relent. We are not going to do anything whatsoever to jeopardize the sanctity and the holiness of the mission.
Anybody that is not ready for Biafra's struggle should step aside. Anybody, especially those who are in the decision making, all of them who is not ready to be piloting the Biafra struggle should step aside. Before I go into what I'm about to do today, I want to ask a question. But if you are in IPOB, from the leadership of IPOB down, since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what have you done to Biafra struggle? I want to know. What have you done differently? What have you done to follow the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What have you done for Biafra struggle?
Because you are living in a society where the culture is to lie and to deceive. That is what is happening to you.
This is the arrival of and some of our foreign partners. Presently, we are moving into the court. There are so many issues to be addressed.
You in the leadership of this movement, what have you done for the Biafra struggle in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ask yourself that question and answer it. If you are not ready to make a very dangerous decision, if you are not ready to make mistakes that going to lead you forward, you step aside. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not just adding talk, okay? I'm going to prove you, including those who are telling you, you are going to kill yourself. Is that how you are going to be different? I'm going to prove you right today. Because I am prepared for this struggle. I did not come to join IPOB, join the Biafra struggle, which I joined because of what I have seen what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Now, in his absence, what have you done?
They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left who cannot say. Weak, docile, and imbecile. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer in secret I will make out here in the open. Since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. You must bring them now, not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get better, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate.
It doesn't matter whether others coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but believe me, we have followed him to know what is right and what is wrong. If you are afraid of being tagged a terrorist, you are not ready for freedom. You are not ready. If you are afraid of being tagged a criminal, you are not ready for freedom. You are not ready. If you are afraid of America calling you now, America, British calling you, you are not ready for your freedom. You don't know what freedom is. Step aside the integrity and the trust of the. If you have come to the land to kill us, you are going to die there. That I assure you. I am not perturbed by the terrorism, by the tag of you are proscribed. The proscribed outlaw IPOB, a human being in Nigeria suffering, a journalist who is suffering, a media house that understands the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the torments that the people are going through every day on a daily basis. And the fallen danger is going to find you. Are you sure people don't actually understand what's happening around you? We are in a state of war. They've not declared it, but we are in a state of war. Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist. Yes, Nelson Mandela. Go and do your research, because everything I tell you is gospel. I'm the terrorist. Today, the same people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was teaching, the same people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left the leadership, are the same people telling you, oh, they're afraid. They don't want us to tag terrorists. How would you tag the terrorist when Biafra issue, when Biafra cases is known all over the world? And some people say, if you continue with the sit-at-home order, they would have declared the state of emergency. How would they declare state of emergency when you sit in your home and lock the door voluntarily? Because every person in Biafra land, including in Anambra, is tired of Nigeria. And people complied as well. So anybody telling you how you are going to declare state of emergency, you declare state of emergency only where there is war and crisis. How can sitting at home become war? How can sitting at home become crisis to attract state of emergency? What kind of brain do you have? Where is your brain? You tell people to sit at home and everybody sit at home and they say they have a state of emergency. State of emergency to go and kill people who sit at home? Where is your brain? I don't see any rational, any critical reasoning behind this whole jargon and this whole nonsense. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. You see all this illiterate everywhere on social media. Do you know the Nigerian government would have done? If we have succeeded in a state of home, they would have declared state of emergency. State of emergency against who? Against who? Against innocent people sitting in their home? Or against those who will come to the street with AK-47 and the machine gun? Who are you going to declare state of emergency? Go and read the law. At least you don't need to be a lawyer to know how the process of declaring state of emergency. How can civil disobedience, amount to the declaration of state of emergency? Which kind of brain do you have? And you're telling me everything is all right? If that is the excuse they are giving? Another excuse they are giving the stupid, ignorant people on social media is that if you didn't call off the sit at home, they would have tagged you a terrorist. How would that amount to tagging you a terrorist? How does civil disobedience amount to tagging you a terrorist? Where is your brain? I don't know how you sit your home and they say civil disobedience, and the Nigerian army and police are everywhere in the street shouting, "Come out, come out, come out, come out. Don't sit at your home." You try not to come out, and they will start saying you are terrorists not coming out. When the entire Biafra has prepared for this sit at home, everybody prepared for sit at home. And because you are incapable, you are not capable to think and use your brain, that the governors and the politicians and the traditional rulers that has never given any statement in all the killing in Biafra land, This same traditional rulers and elders who could not organize themselves to stop the carnage of Fulani in your land. You want to show weakness, that the struggle is weak. That is not, can never be accepted. You can't show that the struggle is weak. Because if you continue to show that this struggle is weak, it means that they are succeeding in destroying everything Mazen Namdekan has done. And let me tell you, those who will come here and say, stop attacking the leadership, you are just a big fool. Without what I am doing now, they can never sit up. They can never sit up. And I hope the opportunity again comes, because it would have been in record in the history of Nigeria that Anambra election, that the indigenous people of Biafra stopped the Nigerian government from conducting election in Anambra state peacefully, without gunshot. Our people in Anambra state were ready to do something, to speak in silence. The same time you watch people collecting malt and 400 naira in Anambra, at that time people were rejecting 5,000 naira. People were rejecting 10,000 naira from AP. What does that tell you? You saw old women rejecting 5,000 naira and 10,000 naira from AP. At the same time, some people were collecting 400 naira from PDP and 200 naira. But they are rejecting 5,000 from APC, because everybody in Biafra land, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has opened everybody's eyes and brain. And you cannot think. My point here is, did you hear Mazen Nnamdi Kanu telling you, you cannot be afraid to be called terrorist? He went for that to even remind you that even Nelson Mandela was a terrorist. Today, the same Nelson Mandela win a Nobel Peace Prize, which is one of the highest honor, no prize for peace. But the same people who gave Nelson Mandela the prize, Nobel Prize, were the same people who called him terrorist. If you do not know what is freedom fighting, you step aside. I don't care who is going to come in. Let anybody who have the guts to propel this struggle to take over, or you buckle up your belt. When you are giving order for sit at home for 1 week, did you consult Mazen Nnamdi? Did you consult Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? You did not consult him. Because whenever this order is coming, you will come out and say, we are giving order 1 week sit up. Whenever you want to cancel it, you will come to say, our leader, directive from our leader. But when the order we given, it will be, we are giving order. And now I am not even hearing we. It is now me, I want people to go, let me tell you, go to a few weeks back, brokers of the leadership of IPOB. You are not hearing we. You are hearing now I will do this. I am doing this. I am sacking you. I am doing this. When did the I come into it? When did we leave we? When did we leave we? When did we begin to use I? A lot of you will not know this, but I want to go and check. Go and check the broadcast and listen to where they are using I and not we. So where is the I coming from? Where is the I? You see, I don't do things that you cheat. I am always trying to stay upright in what I do. Forget about the media, whatever. I want to ask questions. Where is the I from? I will do this. I am doing this. I am sacking you. I am repelling. I am doing this. It was before we are doing this. We are doing that. Now it has changed to I. And when it was not, it was our leader. It was the highest authority. Now they have changed it from that to I. You see, everything I'm doing now, I am also putting my stake. I am putting my status in this struggle online. Because Mazinam Dekano is going to come out. For people, somebody somewhere need to say it the way I'm saying it. For the right thing to be done. We can't continue to waste our opportunity. No, we can't. When I was telling them that, when I am asking you a question now. When I was telling you that we should maintain the seat at home, you say they want us to call you terrorists. I am addressing it now. I have addressed the 2019 boycott of election that some illiterate are sharing online as a justification. I have addressed it. I am now addressing that they are going to call you terrorists if you maintain seat at home. I have addressed it. And the way I addressed it is that how will you be called a terrorist when you sit in your home without any gunshot? And then they go and they have people to come and start engaging them. Everybody know that already. The international community know that the Nigerian government are staging the attack. And by the way, why should you be afraid of flagging you a terrorist in your own freedom fighting? I am addressing also that somebody say they are going to declare state of emergency. How would they declare state of emergency where there's no war? How? Because this Anambra election that has failed, let me tell you, it was a big failure. People didn't come out. Sorry about that. People didn't come out. Sorry, I think I have fun. People didn't come out. The people of Anambra State did not come out for this election. Most of the places where the vote should take place, people did come out. So who voted? You all see how they were bringing people into Anambra State. These are the people who voted. So people didn't come out. Now, What is paining me now is that the credit of this outcome of the election ought to have gone to IPOB. As a message to what is to come. With what is going on, it is like the saying in Igbo language in those days. It's a one king. Every day the king is shouting, Nekwa na go, hey, okwa na go. The villagers will run because the man is shouting like, that is lion, that is lion. People will run to go and save the king, that is lion. When they go to the place, the king will just laugh. It was a joke. There is no lion. Every day, this king is in his king dread. That is lion. That is lion. Everybody will run. Where is the lion? Where is that? The king will laugh, say there is no lion. And then one day, the lion came. And the king was shouting, there is lion, there is lion. Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. And the lion killed and eat the king. Is that what the leader want to do us? That every time, sit at home. The next day, cancel it. Every time, sit at home. The last day, cancel it. So the day we are going to have a very serious thing, the Biafra people will not be serious. They will say, is it not this one that every day they cancel it? And then our people will disobey it and go out and the Nigerian security aid will them. What I am saying is this. Here is the problem. Let me tell you what the problem here. What is the problem here is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order. The order Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave, directive, is that sit at home must be on the day of the court. Sit at home must be on the court. So, if this was given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that every court you must have sit at home, why do you now come and give order that you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not accept? And as you are giving this order, you are demoralizing Biafra when you cancel it. So if you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give directive, the day he go to court is the day you sit at home, why do you now come and add your own? If you cannot carry it. So now, when you give your order, sit at home for 7 days or 5 days, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get the information about it, he will say, I don't want you to have the sit at home. And remember, there is code. That is what we call code. And if you have been following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for decades and you don't understand what is code, then you are not supposed to be in this struggle, not to even talk of being the leadership. You are not. You are not supposed to be in the struggle at all, not to talk about being in the leadership that is piloting the affair of the struggle. If you do not understand what is code. When we talk about code, your air is air. When we talk about code, that's what code means. Since we will not be teaching, we will not be coming here to shout the way we are shouting to liberate Biafra, to also we are going to bring it. Code language, when somebody give you code language and the person say yes, it means no. When the person tell you no, it means yes. And sometimes it could be both. So it's less for you to use your brain. You want everything to be spelled out to you. You want everything, okay, or he's all that Onyendu. Onyendu will be where he is. Ha! Chai! Where are the men? Chai! Onyendu will be crying. Where are the men? Hi! Onyendu will be crying. Where are the men that are left behind? Where are the people that should be decoding me? Where are they? No, they are not there. They are going forth and back. They are giving order and countering the order. They are destroying the movement with order and counter order at a minute. And when you talk, they tell you command and control. So what is command and control here? Command and control is stay at home on the day of my court. That is command and control. Every day I am going to appear in the court. Stay at home. That is command and control. Where is a 1 week sit at home coming from? Did you consult him? Where is your Anambra election coming from? Did you consult him? I know that now, if you like, go and next time, come and give order, sit at home. Our leader said, directive, our leader said, sit at home. So that by the time you are going to cancel it again, after discussing with politicians, you will say, our leader, okay, now we should not carry it again, cancel it. So carry the thing and put on his head. We know Mazen Amdekan. We know him. So this whole broadcast, the target of this broadcast is that you must change your perspective about Biafra. Change it. Change it. And be a man, live up to expectation. Today that some of you need to change your perspective immediately about Biafra freedom, except you are deceiving people. Except things which I know, because I'm dealt with Mazen Amdekan. I am dealing with Mazen Amdekan directly. He is real.
We are involved in nationalist pursuit. We are pursuing the freedom of our land, and it can stop. I want Fulani to understand this very clearly. Understand it very clearly. We are not going to stop. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. If you have come to our land to kill us, you are going to die there. That I can show you. I am not perturbed by the tag of terrorism, by the tag of proscribed. The proscribed outlawed IPOB, a human being in Nigeria who is suffering, a journalist who is suffering, a media house that understands the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the tolerance that the people are going through every day is starting this on a daily basis. And the Fulani they're all going to find you. Are you sure you can actually understand what is happening around you? We are in a state of war. They've not yet. We are in a state of war. Nelson called terrorist. Yes, Nelson, go and do your research because everything I tell you is gospel. Nelson Mandela was a terrorist. Oliver Cromwell, that was a semblance of the rule of the people. The reason in England you have the House of Commons today, that the power resides with a commoner, a prime minister, like Boris Johnson, Oliver Cromwell. Are you listening to me? The reason why the House of Common People in England is the strongest house you have, not the House of Lords. They are the ones that make the laws. The reason why in England today, somebody who is not either a landed gentry or somebody who is not from the royal family or somebody who is not titled, like a lord, a viscount, is not the prime minister, is because of a man called Oliver Cromwell, an Englishman. He too was called a terrorist. So too was George Washington. During America's War of Independence, George Washington, this America that every ant wants to, this same United States of America that everybody will die, go and live in, is called land of the free, or should I say the land of the brave and the free. The man that made it possible is George Washington. The British called him a terrorist.
Did you hear that?
I'm saying all of these things tonight so that if you're called a terrorist because you're an IPOB, because you fund ESN, it is a badge of honor.
Did you hear that? Some of you are not even man enough to understand what you are into. Some of you don't understand it. Somebody is saying, stop playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you sold. They have said that I sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, this is the message they are dishing out to people to go and spread on social media, because these people are probably believing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never come out again. So they don't care. They don't care about what they say about other people. They are believing that maybe the people who are telling them, because one of our broadcaster, the lady, what is her name? What is our broadcaster? What is the name? The lady, one of the lady. What is the name again? Oh my God! Somebody Achalugo. Achalugo. One of our broadcaster Achalugo. They went to her. They went to Achalugo to tell Achalugo to come and start attacking Simon Ekpa, and they gave her a topic. I don't know her. But these are the people who, and the God of Biafra will continue to protect. She refused. They even gave her, she refused. So I want you to go and follow her. She's a truthful person. They want to sponsor her birthday. She refused. Achalugo. She's worthy of marketing here. I don't know. I think her name is Achalugo. Achalugo, they came to her and promised to sponsor her birthday. She refused. She said, I cannot go and attack Simon Ekpa. I don't know who Simon Ekpa is. I've never had anything with him, but I have not seen any wrong the man has done. They gave her a topic and say, Achalugo, you must start broadcasting that Simon Ekpa sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because they know I will not sit down and watch them destroy the struggle. I am not interested in anything. I will decide and make sure we sustain this struggle until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. And if he's going to fire me for standing on the truth, I will be there to be fired. So she refused. So if you know who is Achalugo, go and follow her. Go and follow her. I don't know who she is. But they gave her a specific topic. All of them, they are giving them different topic. All of them, because what they want to do is to bring Simon Ekpa down. They think that Simon Ekpa is an obstacle. I am not any obstacle. My only reason for joining the struggle is that I want Biafra. Somebody say, Achalugo call himself Mazinam the Kano's Ada. Really? Okay. I don't know that. Because the name, at least the name I can remember. So maybe, maybe the same good spirit of truth. Joe Emma Achalugo calls herself Mazinam the Kano's Ada. All right. So she stand by the truth. She says she can never do something that she's not sure of. That why should she go? She asked the person to go this morning, and the person that came to her was from London. From London. I am giving you now pump and play and open confession. The person from London. And if you all know, I come across the video where she celebrated the birthday. She said she can never collect money, blood money. She cannot collect money if it is about to sponsor my birthday. Go with your money. I am not interested. And the next day, the man who approached her blocked her. The man is watching now, probably. The man blocked her. The next day, Achalugo don't know me. I don't know her. But I still receive the information. So this one now is coming here now to say, Simon Ekpa, stop playing the voice of our leader that you sold. That is the message they are giving them. They say, go to social media, start attacking Simon Ekpa. Say that as if Nnamdi Kanu is not going to come out. To narrate whether anybody and who is the person. So they are already speaking on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu. What we're doing now is to save the struggle, so that when Nnamdi Kanu come out, he will make the struggle stronger than he left it. But with lies, with fraud, we can never make headway. Today, I am telling you that something they are sharing. They say they want to do fundraising. They want fundraising. They want to do fundraising in the same account that they claim to have frozen. You see, if you have problem, settle it. Don't run away from it. Because the problem you are away from is going to be a biggest obstacle in the movement. You get problem, you run away from it. Problem, you cycle. You think they will just sit down and watch you. Today, and that is something somebody say, yeah, are you police? Mazinam, they cannot give you police for DOS. I am not police. I'm not police. But we cannot be talking about the evil of Nigeria, then we will overlook something that is capable of destroying for Biafra. No. So those of you who do not, when I said, you see, when I was telling, oh, you have to, why should you be afraid of being called a terrorist? All of them, they were on social media. Simon Ekpa, want to go and form your own. You want to make them call us terrorists. You don't even understand that you're being terrorist already by Nigeria government. Which is mislabeling. You are being mislabeled as terrorist. This one. Let me show his comment before I block him. Let me show his comment. He said, Simon Ekpa is 100% fraud. I am not asking you to support me, but I have not defrauded you. The same name some of you are calling IPOP. The same names of you are calling Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, there is some that has gone to America everywhere, all over the world. They have written to FBI. They have written everywhere. Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a fraud. So who is you that I will just block off my broadcast and you are gone? If you ask him now, who is the fraud of Simon Ekpa, he cannot say it. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing. And as I'm talking to you today, they are still doing it too. They are still calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fraud. Now, let me ask you, if we are talking about fraud here, although what do you know? Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Because all these kind of people, they don't know anything in this struggle. They don't know. They are follow. Every place they push you, you go. You can't ask questions. You can't try to, to make sure that you call the people when they are going astray. You can't, say something because your voice will not even be heard. You can't condemn evil when you see it happening. You can't. So after showing your this thing, you are blocked. That is the way we do it. You cannot go and enjoy your fraud with whoever you are committing the fraud with. You are blocked. That's why I like this. That's why I like, Facebook have new system now. What they do is that when you want to block somebody on Facebook, they will ask you, do you want to block the person and also block any account the person is going to create in future? You will say yes. Facebook have developed, and our own app is going to be like that. So that when you block, it will block the person, even if because now all these criminals, all these scammers, anonymous scammers, they have 20 different pages. Let me tell you, I have only 3 pages. 1, Simon Ekpa. 2, Simon Ekpa official. 3, the Anambra page. The Anambra page. Any other page is fake. Any other page you see anywhere anybody is writing anything is fake. It doesn't belong to me. All these people have 20 pages and 20 profiles. Everywhere when you block them this one, they will go with that one. When you block them with that one, they go with that one. So the reason for this broadcast today is that you cannot any longer, you cannot continue to tolerate the fact that you come and give order without, if you don't have the power to execute it, you don't give it. Because we are using that order to get what we want. If you can't execute it, don't give it. You are demoralizing Biafrans. You demoralize Biafrans. You don't understand what I'm saying now. You think that I'm attacking the leadership, but time shall tell. Time shall tell. What I'm doing now, time shall tell. Today, we heard that some people were being attacked in Ebonyi State, in Izzi, by some people in this same IPOB. And some people are already working with Ebubago to kill our people. And let me tell you another thing. Another thing is that why are you even afraid of being called terrorist when people are going to threaten people in the name of US? So has DOS ever come out to exonerate themselves? To exonerate themselves from the threat that people who they don't know are giving on their behalf? No. That's what we call disclaimer. They should come. I am giving them advice, legal advice now. Free of charge. They should come to Radio Biafra and exonerate themselves from the threat, death threat that people are issuing to people in the name of DOS. This is a free legal advice. A lot of people are going round to threaten the people that are broadcasting, like the guys I played yesterday, the one that is that from idiot from South Africa threatening Ogala Faith that they are going to contribute money to send higher assassin to kill her in Italy. You don't know the consequences of that. You don't know the consequences of that. That alone is capable of destroying everything IPOB have done, including those who want to seek asylum in the name of IPOB. And we are not allowed that to happen. So the leadership, they must come openly and exonerate themselves so that anybody and want people never to attack, never to threaten anybody in the name of DOS. And if they refuse to do that, then we know that they are the ones sending assassins to go and kill in Europe. You know the consequences of that. That is more bad, more dangerous, and more destroying than the one that you are afraid of being called terrorists in Nigeria. By the time people begin to file complaint against you in different countries that you are issued death threat, you know what that means? And you listen to it. They will send these people from South Africa, go and threaten them. Go and threaten them. The same, let me tell you, the same complaint we received from the University of Baltimore. And we told them straight away, the people calling you are not IPOB members. They are not. Is the leadership aware of it? They don't know. They don't know. We dealt with that issue internally because the IPOB members cannot call anybody threaten the person. The professor filed a report with the FBI that is receiving death threat. The leaders know about it. They don't know. I am telling you what I'm saying now, they have no knowledge about it. They have no knowledge about it. But we set the record very straight that no IPOB can call anybody to threaten the person. They don't know. They have no knowledge about what I'm saying now. So the DOS must make a broadcast to warn everybody, not them, and threaten anybody, anywhere in any part of the world, on their behalf. This is a free legal advice because I know it is going to affect everybody. Now, the threat against Galafate, if anything happens, it is in the name of DOS. Somebody called Galafate and start training her. They are going to contribute. She is not even, this is not Nigeria government. She is not fighting DOS. Do you know the implication of that? Do you know the implication of that? Just few months of absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this nonsense is happening, and everybody will come to tell me, hey, leave them, they are powerful, they are this, that. Are you telling me they don't know about this? Are you telling me they don't know are you telling me they don't know that they are jeopardizing the chance of people seeking international protection in the IPOB? The people that are running away from persecution somebody who is now defending and trying to kill as an assassin in the name of the leadership of IPOB. You are on tape telling somebody, I am going to contribute, going to start in our men. They will come to Italy to kill you. And they have not killed any Fulani. They have not contributed money to send to any Fulani. Ask them now, have you done anything to ESN? They have not. But they want to contribute money to go and kill somebody in Italy. In the name of DOS, let me tell you, the DOS must come openly and they warn people and caution everybody in Radio Biafra that henceforth, I know that as I'm sounding now, they think I'm giving them order and they will never do it. They will never do it because they already want to. I don't know whether they want to crash the hotel. They will never do it because it is coming from Simon Ekpa. The advice is coming from Simon Ekpa. I will be listening to Radio Biafra until let me hear the order. They should come out openly and exonerate themselves that they are not sending anybody to kill anybody for them. Because if you are in the system in Europe, threat to any person is a very big offense in Europe. And if that tape goes to any police, if that tape goes to any police in Europe, and it goes to NIS system, that is the end. It doesn't qualify you. It doesn't qualify. It cannot take them to tag you a terrorist. No, that is not to say that they are going to target a terrorist. No, doesn't qualify the international community to target a terrorist. But you have jeopardized the chance of getting international protection of the government of any country honoring your letter. The letter you give to people who are running away from the killers in Nigeria, you automatically stop it. And it will be documented. So say that so we are going to come to Radio Biafra now and announce that nobody should go and threaten anybody in our name. How can we do that? So everybody will say we are following his order. Don't do it, because I am going to be advising you in the open, only henceforth. I'm going to be advising you in the open. So today, my first advice is that you must come to Radio Biafra so that anytime such thing happen and there is any investigation anywhere, you are going to bring a tape that you aired on Radio Biafra to show to the government of that country that you have nothing to do with it, that it is a sabotage. And because your attention has been called earlier and you make your announcement, that you made the announcement on Radio and it has gone internationally. So anybody coming to threaten anybody in the name of DOS, they are the Nigeria government agent trying to blackmail. Just what they are doing in Nigeria. You use that to exonerate yourself. So that anybody who goes in the name of trying to kill anybody in the name of DOS will ask for himself and not drag the movement Mazinam Dikano suffered for years into it. You see, the reason why you can never get me, because nkata ị na-agbanye mmiri ọ gaghị eju eju. Nkata ị na-agbanye mmiri ọ gaghị eju eju. You are wasting your time trying to fill this nkata. You are wasting your time. You waste your time. The only thing you can do is to just mind your business. Mind your business. So that this struggle will stay as it is until Mazenam come out. And if you cannot give order and stand by it, don't give it. Don't give it. Because if this thing happen for the third time, if this thing happen for the third time, and I just hope that on the 10th, they set our leader free. Otherwise,
where is the office of the SA?
I want to ask you, do you all remember in those days? Let me to you.
States, and many of the American leaders participated in the fight for right.
Have you noticed that step?
In South Africa. This weekend, I spoke to the son of legendary U.S. civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He talked about how the two leaders shared kindred philosophies.
Some of the ideology would be similar. They both were giants in the sense that they both won the Nobel Prize because they were men pursuing peace within our world. They both championed, as I said, the rights of the poor and oppressed. And whenever there were human rights violations, they would be both champions in that regard. They both were tremendously educated men. So there are quite a number of parallels between the two. And perhaps also,
do you think that the struggle for justice in South Africa and the civil rights movement here in the United States had anything in common?
Well, they're actually, it's a different sets of circumstances. In the United States, African Americans were in the minority. And so it was a fraction of the population saying that we wanted to acquire rights just as everyone else. Whereas in South Africa, you had the majority of black South Africans who were oppressed by a minority of whites. There were some similarities in terms of segregation. And so all of those are barriers that had to be broken down. While there's some similarities, there are two different types of movements. Ultimately, getting rid of apartheid, in a sense, certainly is the same as getting, or a similar, there's similarities to getting rid of racism throughout our world.
What do you make of the fact that President Mandela had so much empathy in him? He was ready to understand and appreciate the fears that white South Africans had. He went out of his way. When we look at what he did in the sports arena, he went a champion game of rugby, which was the game that was seen at the time, arguably, a game of the oppressor.
Well, that is absolutely correct, but that was a brilliant strategy as well as a belief that Mr. Mandela possessed. understanding that we must find ways to build as many bridges as possible. That's the only way that the nation will move forward. We can't just disengage from everything. And certainly around the concept of sports, people can in fact be brought together throughout our planet.
President Obama here in the United States said in a remark shortly after the death of Nelson Mandela was announced, he said, "We are not likely to see the likes of Mandela again." Do you share that sentiment?
Did you hear that? We are not likely to see the likes of Mandela again. But I said, not until now. Not until now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu command the largest movement. Bigger and larger than Mandela. How many were there? How many were there in South Africa in the 80s? Not until now. But you see, even Obama, after decades of them calling Mandela a terrorist, target them terrorists, which you hear from our leader, it was a fact. Is the most celebrated or one of the most celebrated human being that ever lived. While Mandela understand very well very, very, very important. Tomorrow we are going to continue. But before we go into, closing this, I want to bring something to the screen again. Well, I do not know where this is coming from. I do not know where this is coming from, but let me also show you people that it is not one moment. It is not just when you see me talking like this, my brother, I am talking to save a nation. I am talking to save the struggle. The reason why I'm talking like this is to save the struggle. Some of you do not understand. Yesterday, I shared some document about Radio Biafra. I shared about something about Radio Biafra. So I'm going to share something again today because everybody should be ready. And let us put the leadership into, put them on their toe to make sure nothing goes wrong. Now, I want you to, this is just because of Nnamdi Kanu. I want you, Arab people. Now, I want the Biafrans and those who are shouting on social media, you see, what I'm doing here, when I joined this struggle, I joined this struggle with everything in me. I joined this struggle with my blood. I joined this struggle with my brain. I joined this struggle with my wisdom. I joined this struggle with my God. I joined this struggle with every spirit that follows me. I joined this struggle with stone. Ifo, with okute. I don't need more okute. Now so putu. So I joined this struggle with everything in me. So that is why God will always provide in something that I am going to use to tell you something. Now, yes, I showed you something about the company, and I want the Biafra people to look at this the director, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. The address is this, date 9th of October 2018. This was the old one. And this kind of notice came earlier about the dissolve or the dissolution of a company. In addition to this was 2018. This latest one that I showed yesterday, I hope everything will go fine. I hope everything will go fine. This now is 2021. I will be raising this alarm until nothing happens. I will be raising this alarm until nothing happens. Until the issue is resolved. Until the issue is resolved. Because if you keep quiet and something go wrong at the end of the day, it will be the biggest disappointment to our leader. So I am not just police. I will be police of everything from now. I will be police of everything, check everything, to make sure that these people are on their toes and doing something. So look at it again. Let me read it. I don't know whether it is to, whether it has effect on the broadcast. I don't know whether it has effect, but like you see, the registrar of company noticed that unless cause is shown to contrary, the company will be struck off the register and dissolved not less than 2 months from the date shown above. And property to the crown. Now, I don't want. Oh, I didn't. It is not showing on the screen. All right. So I will be policing them, and until they stand on their own to make the right decision for the struggle, I will be policing them. And let me tell you, anybody who thinks that I am attacking the ship, you are a big fool. This is not attack. This is only to make this struggle very strong. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm doing today. What I am doing now, you are going to know what the effect of what I'm doing now. I told them, you have to be very upright in your dealings. Today we have what we call the funding. We have seen flyers of fundraising. Now, you want to raise funds to the account which you have come publicly to tell the world that they disobeyed our leader. The operators of those accounts disobeyed our leader, the commander control disobeyed. Now I am going to address that tomorrow. Tell them to wait for me tomorrow. I am going to address the fundraising that I have seen that people are sharing. The same account that you announce publicly that the operators of those accounts have ESN money, they refuse to bring it. They refuse to bring it. Now you want to raise funds into the account that Mazinam ordered. That money in that account be moved to ESN account. You want to raise funds into that account, and that account is still there. Now, let me tell you, the people that were sacked and expelled from the movement, you didn't ask them. You didn't solve the problem why they disobeyed you. If they disobey you, what led to the sack, removal of all these people in America. You didn't solve that problem. You created the problem. You created it. And if you think that you can go forward solving that problem, you are doing a very big mistake, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if well briefed, can never support that. Remember, underline the word. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if well briefed, can never support that. So you can't disorganize the family and want to move forward with a particular session. It doesn't work that. With those who who you to control, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. We must make sure we are completely white, because that is what the symbol and logo and motto of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are whiter than snow. Whiter than snow. And I'm not seeing that. So I have seen a fundraising fire that is now flying in the internet. By tomorrow, I will address it. I will address it. Because if we keep quiet, these people are going to destroy the struggle. A lot of people will withdraw from this struggle and they will wait until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. And that is what the Nigerian government is looking for. We can't give that. We are going to tell the world, the people supporting the indigenous people of Biafra, that we will stand by truth, maintain the integrity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That whiter than snow is what me, Simon Ekpa, will defend on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So tomorrow I will address it. I will break everything down point by point. And let us ask the leadership, why are they running away from problems in the family? You see this one? One thing is that these are them. Follow. You see, one thing about this kind of people, BB, whatever, G, he will not understand what I'm doing, because when you see the comment, you find that he didn't go to school. It is not everybody that go to school, knows something. But anyway, you see, when you look at, you see this one, BB King. First of all, he has no name. He has no name. So these are the ERAT, Scars Anonymous. Look at police Udele Simon Ekpa enter Biafra. You follow police DSS to free our leader. So we have turned to DSS. These are the people that are spoiling the image of a struggle. You see, these are the people that are spoiling the image of Biafra struggle, because when they write something, you are going to be ashamed of coming from the same ethnic group or nation with them. Sometimes you wonder. So you are going to have Fulanis also in this Biafra when Biafra come, because there is no different. There is no difference between this idiot and the Fulanis. There is no different. The only difference is that his name is BB King. But reasoning, in thinking, Fulanis are better than them. Is it not Fulani that hijacked the entire Nigeria? They need brain. You need brain to succeed in doing what Fulani have done in Nigeria. You need brain. Whether the brain is higher or whether the brain is their own, or they need brain. And somebody like this can never have that kind of brain. So Fulani is better than this kind of person. He cannot listen that what is to save his struggle, to save it, and to make sure that leadership is to go backtrack and stay on the path of truth and diligence, to continue to be whiter than snow, So I have given you background. One of the things I will address tomorrow is the account and the fundraising that I have seen on social media. And let me say it here. Anybody who is going to get offended by this, I am sorry ahead of time. But let me tell you, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, for those who say you are a disciple, you are not respecting the structure. I am not a Dondi. I am not Munu. Okay? The only thing, the best thing you can do to this structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to make sure that the foundation of the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is built on truth and diligence. It doesn't matter what we do with the Nigeria government, in media, propaganda, or whatever. It doesn't matter. When it comes to this foundation of this struggle, there must be truth. And we are going to stand by it. Once you allow this impunity that is going on now to happen, that is the beginning of the destruction of the foundation. And we cannot allow that. The foundation will begin to destroy. When you get a problem, you cannot solve it, and you sack the people. And then you look for a cover, you go to other people that have disobeyed your order and say they are not going to obey your order until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. And then you go to them again, they give you a soft landing. You start working with them. That is not the way to save the struggle. You can't use command and control and destroy the struggle. Because once that happens, what you are doing is that you are creating a loophole for a devil to enter into this struggle and destroy everything. We cannot allow that. So I'm going to police them. I'm going to police them. And I will talk until it touches their bone marrow, their conscience. That will not distract me from expose of the Nigeria government and Fulani. Never. It will not. But we need to save the struggle too. We need to save the structure of Onyendu. And those who will come and tell me, if you are not happy the way IPOB is handling its affair, go and form your own. I will not form my own because the man that I know is not a liar. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know may not have everything, but he's not a liar. He's not a liar. Even if some decision he has made in the past, beyond information given to him, he has always come back when he finds out to retract his step. Foundation is truth. A lot of people in the leadership are doing a lot of things. So when we find out, we will set them, correct them, let them stay on the lane of truth. And then that is what I'm doing. And I will make it clear again. Come here to say attack anybody. What I'm saying, if they have ear, let them hear. If they don't have ear, let them not hear. What point have I made today? I have made the point. Let me show it to you. The point I've made today. So you will get the message. I have made the point by presenting to you the tweet of Dr. Cho, and that tweet of Dr. Cho is in line with my own opinion about the cancellation of sit at home in Anambra State. So I am going to show you the point I have made this evening. Maria Chukuma, thanks for your super chat. Thanks for your super chat. Appreciate you. Now, for those of you who are just joining, the point I have made today is this. This is Dr. Ayaba, Dr. Cho Ayaba, said in disappointment of the cancellation of this sit at home because we have alliance with them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's have alliance, very strong alliance with the Amazonians. And this was a very bad decision. And he went his Twitter page and said, before Mandela was released, the racist asked for a face saver. ANC offered. It worked because SA South Africa was crippled already. First, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then he will call off the sit at home. That's the standard liberation practice. I intend to meet IPOP leadership. So those of you who are saying he did not call, who is calling for step down, what we are saying is that if you are not ready to propel the movement, you step aside. There are people who are so qualified to take it up, who are not ready to negotiate nonsense until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. It is the weapon we have. The weapon we have. So I have addressed that. Two is that I have addressed those who say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called off this election boycott in 2019. They share that as a justification to call off the Anambra election. And I said it is two different things. I made it clear. So when you watch this video later on, you are going to see where I am saying it very well. That first of all, in 2019, there were no ESN. In 2019, we didn't raise dragon flag. In 2019, we don't have. In 2019, a lot of things did not happen. In 2021, we are in a different level, different phase of this struggle. So, and in 2021, our leader is incarceration in DSS dungeon. So it calls for a different approach. That is what I said. And those who say if we have continued to stay, there will be a declared state of emergency in Anambra, I also addressed that. I said it is not possible. Before you declare a state of emergency in Anambra, there is procedure, there is process, and there is an armed conflict. And the level of armed conflict, or whatever there's any, don't qualify to declare state of emergency in Anambra State. How do you, the civil disobedience now amount to armed conflict? Because you are staying in your home. I add that. I address also those who claim that they would have tagged they would have tagged the IPOB, a terrorist group, for staying at home. I have addressed that. I said, staying at home can never ever make anybody to call you terrorist. And then some people who say, okay, they are going to arrange people to come and attack the military. Even as that, it can never equate, it can never merit, it can never be criteria and standard for any government in the world to call you a terrorist. We know that Nigeria government are arranging it, and these people know that. So I have addressed it. And then there's some people are sharing the message that a northerner have to say now IPOB have demonstrated that they are not terrorists. And so what? I have told you before, any day any northerner praise you for what you do, know that it is wrong. Know that what you did was against your people. They can never praise you for anything good. Anytime a northerner praise you that you did something wonderful in Igbo land, Biafra land, know that you are against your people. And that particular praising from Etana that IPOB they are not terrorists have exonerated me. Because that person knows that the cancellation of that sit at home is the biggest mistake. Is the biggest mistake. Because that shows it doesn't matter what the elders feel, whether you respect them, whether you don't want to respect them. Let them also feel it from the presidency. So that the presidency will say, you see, they don't even respect you. Let them feel, let the elders feel what we are feeling. The ordinary people, the young people, the people that have disenfranchised, the people that have impoverished, let them feel it. So that when they go to Abuja, we tell them, get away from here. Your people don't respect you. Your people don't respect you. They didn't feel that. You give them this thing in cheap, very cheap. They will now bouncing and going to Abuja, punching 1 million, punching 2 million. We succeeded. We told you that these boys will listen to us. And you don't know what they discuss in Abuja with the presidency. They come and tell you, I am going to meet presidency to release Mazenamkan. It's a sound politician. When somebody already is cashing out, that they have succeeded. Election took place. Where are you in Abuja? Yes, we are going to Umoko that have never done anything from Mazenamdi Kanu. You want to give your respect to the elders. You want to give your respect to the elders so that they will go and meet Abuja. It will not be as if we are not respecting elders. Listen, let me tell you. It doesn't matter what we are. This awareness Mazenamdi Kanu created has entered the bone of every Biafran. So you know, like somebody said, it has gone beyond Mazenamdi Kanu. It has gone beyond Mazenamdi Kanu. So the Biafrans will deal with these elders themselves. And you are there telling me. So I have just listed what I have addressed this evening. So this issue, these things, 4 things or 5 things I have made now are the issues I've addressed in this broadcast. Objectively. I also addressed the issue of threat. That the DOS should come online, Biafra, and exonerate themselves from the threat of some people in South Africa and other places that are calling broadcasters to threaten to kill them. DOS should come to public and make a pronouncement, threaten themselves. And they also ask people to desist from using their name to threaten people. So that anybody who goes to it and threatening her, we will hold the person. We know that the person, we are not holding DOS. But in all these things, you have never come across anywhere where DOS is shunning people. And it's very bad. It is always bring you are bad. That. You can never come across any day where the DOS is cautioning people, stop doing this, stop doing that, to maintain the sense of IPOB. So I'm looking up to them. I'm not even asking them for my own. I'm not asking them. You have consistently seen where I am asking people not to attack DOS on my program. You come across them on Radio Biafra saying, stop attacking our broadcasters, stop attacking everybody. They have done that. They are enjoying it. They are enjoying going out every day to see Ekpa on social media, everywhere. Someone is that, and not come from and caution the people. Stop constituting news on radio, on the internet. Leave our brother. And they don't know what that kind of thing can go, the length it can go to solve things. They say they want to show someone that they are in power. They want to show someone that they control the media. They want to every Biafra go and attack him. Go and attack him. They don't know that they are causing damage to the struggle. But they have never, you can never see any day come to Radio Biafra to ask people Stop this you are doing. Stop attacking each other. That is leadership. They have not done it. But on daily basis. On daily basis, I am on this platform asking people not to attack DOS. They are too big. They are too big. They are the biggest. Do you know who they are? They are the people that decide who live and who die. So they are not going to correct things when it is going bad. No. They are too big. They cannot come that low now. They are destroying the struggle. And we cannot allow that to happen anymore without checkmating them. So I have come to do police. And you know what that means? Objectively. So there is two demands we are giving to the DOS to do. One is to make sure they sustain this struggle and maintain the decency in struggle as Mazenam. What is it? One, come on Radio Biafra, make a broadcast to exonerate the leadership to death so that it will not affect those seeking asylum in Europe. That's number one. Number two, try to ask those who are going online and attacking everybody, attacking each other to stop. Because it means that you are enjoying all the nonsense that is going on social media, and the Nigerian government are watching and they are happy. So if you cannot do it, it means you are the one deliberately destroying the foundation of Mazenam Dikanu and nobody else. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Ambazonians. May God bless Mazenam Dikanu. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless ESN. May God bless Sunday Oho. May God bless each one of you genuinely for Biafra. May God bless all of you. We have succeeded in making sure that Anambra election did not vote. What you saw was not election. We succeeded. We succeeded and we are taking that glory. Indigenous people of Biafra have succeeded. Election did not hold. Biafra people decided on their own. They are not going to vote in Anambra. And the records are there. I say, love you all from here. Good night. Don't miss tomorrow's broadcast. It is going to be very explosive. Love you all. Good night. Tomorrow broadcast, wait for the time.